Well, good morning once again. It is Good Morning Uganda. Thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much for being a part of the different conversations that we have been having since 6:30 in the morning. Well, my name is Olive Monica Najoma and I am your host. Now today we talk matters SACCOs, which are savings and credit organizations, credit cooperative organizations. Yes, and today the topic of discussion is sustainable and inclusive rural development through SACCOs. How are SACCOs benefiting rural communities? How are they helping them to grow and join the money economy? Now, my guests today are CPA Ivan Asimwe, who is the General Manager, Uganda Cooperative Alliance, but also will be speaking to Mr. Lyamujjungu Stanley, who is the board chairperson, Lyamujjungu SACCO Kabale. I will also be speaking to Mr. Byamukama Diki, the General Manager, Lyamujjungu SACCO, still in Kabale. And together, we delve deeper into understanding sustainable and inclusive rural development through SACCOs. What is Lyamujjungu SACCO doing to uplift the people of Kabale? How is it benefiting them in terms of access to finances, fostering economic growth, among others? So join the conversation, especially if you're a person from Kabale, even if you're here in Kampala, but also if you're someone that loves to hear anything and to learn from experts when it comes to cooperatives, when it comes to SACCOs. I have experts with me today, so let's get into the conversation. Now, I will start the conversation by speaking first of all to the board chairperson, Lyamujjungu SACCO Kabale, and that is Mr. Lyamujjungu Stanley. Good morning, and you're welcome.
Good morning.
How are you?
I'm all right.
Okay. Now, quick one. This is just for me. Do you stay in Kabale?
Yes, I do.
Okay. So how was the journey coming from Kabale to Kampala?
It was tiresome.
Tiresome.
Yes,
I can only imagine.
Yeah.
Is it still 6 hours?
Yeah, it is.
6 hours?
6 hours.
Exclusive or inclusive of the traffic getting to
inclusive.
Kampala? Well, I'm glad you're here and that you're safe. You're in one piece. The floods did not wash you away, the floods we had last week. So it's beautiful to have you here. Please give us a background of Lyamujjungu SACCO, how it started, why it was started, and what you are doing for the people of Kabale.
Okay, thank you, moderator. Good morning, viewers. Lyamujjungu Stanley, board chairman of Lyamujjungu SACCO in the Kabale district. Now, Lyamujjungu started in 1984 on 16th August. It was started by 16 individuals, and it started as a village savings and loan association. Now, it started at under tree in the compound of Chizinga Primary School in the Lyamujjungu village, Nyakasharara parish in the Sabo County. The major aim of starting this village savings and loan association can be got from the slogan the members had. The slogan was moving from heart to house, from mat to mattress. Automatically, this slogan implies that there was poverty in the area. Members could not afford buying their basic needs. They could not get loans from commercial banks. Therefore, they had to start that village savings and loan association so that they could get maybe cheaper and affordable loans from the same association. They started with a small area of operation that was one parish, Nyakasharara parish in Sabo County, and then later expanded to 3 parishes, the parish of Nyanja in Sabo County, and then Barambira in Kaharo sub-county. Then in 1990, Lyamujjungu was registered with the Register of Cooperatives as a SACCO. Then it started expanding, of course, by including 3 sub-counties of Kaharo, Chanamira, and Mazeba, and then later the whole of Kabare district, and currently it covers around 10 districts. Currently, Lyamujjungu has more than 42,000 members and operates in the whole of Kigezi sub-region plus Ntungamo district. Last year, Lyamujjungu celebrated what we called Lyamujjungu at 40. We celebrated 40 years in August on 16th. It now has a total assets of more than 27 billion and operates 8 branches and 5 outreach centers. And most of our branches and outreach centers are in our own buildings. The SACCO head office has a very magnificent building which we are soon launching because it is almost being completed. And with this tax holiday, we are enjoying up to the year 2027 in December, I think December. Most of our sister SACCOs also have used the money they would be paying as taxes in putting up very good buildings. Lyamujjungu has greatly promoted sustainable and inclusive rural development by offering a number of demand-driven financial and social services.
Wow, that is quite interesting. I mean, you said you have 7 branches?
8 branches.
8 branches, and all of these are in your own buildings?
Most of them.
Most of them?
Yes.
I'll come back to you on that. But first of all, I would like to bring Mr. Ivan Asimwe into the conversation now. Mr. Ivan is passionate about SACCOs, about cooperatives. But Mr. Asimwe, first of all, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, and good morning, all our viewers.
All right, and good morning, Mr. Asimwe, once again. Now, please help us understand the core purpose of SACCOs in Uganda.
Oh, thank you so much, Ivan Asimwe, General Secretary of Uganda Cooperative Alliance. And as usual, I'm always here discussing issues of cooperatives in general, but today specifically we are discussing SACCOs. First of all, I want to thank UBC management and board for always giving us the opportunity as cooperators. Outside there, whoever is outside there, cooperator, we really need to appreciate UBC for this wonderful opportunity, because who else would give us this opportunity? Because you cannot transform an economy when people are not working together, when people don't love each other, and it is the cooperative model that really facilitates this. So ideally, SACCOs have done a lot in this country, and I want to begin by appreciating the government of the Republic of Uganda and His Excellency the President for the message that he's always putting outside there, where he's encouraging all Ugandans to belong to SACCOs. That's a very big opportunity for us as cooperators. And the government, of course, like the chairman has mentioned, the government has equally supported the cooperatives. I remember when SACCOs had issues of taxation, and the president came in and he granted us a tax waiver on all taxes on SACCOs. That was on the 30th of December 2015. I still remember. It was a very big achievement in the SACCO subsector, where the president said, no, let us remove these taxes because SACCOs are really pillars for socio-economic transformation. And then Parliament in 2017 also granted its SACCOs a tax exemption of 10 years from 2017 to 2027. This is why the chairman is mentioning that actually this one has helped them to grow their retained earnings and also the equity base. Now, ideally, what do SACCOs provide? SACCOs are savings and credit cooperative organizations. They help people to save and to access credit, and credit which is affordable and appropriate. You know, moderator, the beauty with the SACCOs is that they are closer to wananchi. They are closer to the common person. Unlike these other financial institutions that are a bit far. Even the uneducated, like as mentioned, in 1984, these are people, these are not graduates, these are people seated in Lyamujjungu, in Chizinga, at a primary school, 16 people, sit down and say, why don't we work together, promote ourselves, move away from sleeping on mats. I don't know whether, moderator, you slept on a mat. For you even, by the way, even the mats we are modern.
Actually,
people started sleeping on grass.
Yes, there was the dry grass.
Yes, dry grass.
Yes.
No, nothing, just grass. And you were comfortable, you would sleep up to morning.
And you cover yourself with a sack.
You cover yourself with a kutia, the sack, this saiso.
Yes, yes.
Hey, then, from there, people now graduated to mats. Now, a person sleeping on a mat was a king.
Interesting.
For me, the time I went to a SACCO in 2003, people would come for mattresses because they didn't have mats. And as a SACCO, we are giving out mattresses to the extent that you will find a whole homestead. It is only one mattress for the man and the wife. The rest are just on mats.
And the neighbors would even say you've made it in life, you have a mattress.
When you are talking about SACCOs in this country, they have greatly contributed a lot, providing financial services, enabling my father, your mother, down there in the rural area also to have an account in a bank, which was not there. Because they would even fear going to these commercial banks. You remember these commercial banks, you enter, there are glasses, you don't know English, you don't know how to write.
Too much English.
But now in rural areas, even an old woman or man will go and deposit the little money that he has. Secondly, it is closer to the rural communities. Because these other financial institutions are in urban centers. But these ones, Lyamujjungu is deep there in the village. I was there to attend the IGM. Deep there in the village. And even these branches of theirs are not in the towns. They are deeper there because they are targeting the small holders. Another thing, they are supporting people with household equipment. Mattresses, blankets, saucepans, cups, chairs, all that. Sadly, they are supporting the young people, the youth. I remember when I was a general manager, and I've seen it in Lyamujjungu and the other SACCOs, they are giving motorcycle loans to the youth. Now, these youth have been unemployed, but at least now, when they get these motorcycles, they are able to make some money and make a living. They have provided school fees for people. When you go down there, now in rural areas, parents are able to send their children to school because they can easily access school fees. Medication, they have emergency loans. If today you are here in the city and you hear your child is sick and has been sent away from school, you don't have money, what do? You can't even go to a commercial bank to start the process of getting a loan. But if you're a member of a SACCO, it is easy because they have emergency loans, which they can even process in hours.
Without collateral?
Without collateral, without anything. Because you're a member, they know you. You are just next to the SACCO.
Okay.
Immediately you get money and you are able to take your child for medication. Then inputs, they are supplying inputs to farmers. I have seen some SACCOs which have input shops where you can easily get acaricides, you can get fertilizers, you can get whatever. They are supporting during the construction of houses. There is that loan product for acquiring a house, where now moderator, they come, they look at what the type and the size of house you want. You come up with your bills of quantities, they give you the money, you construct, and then you start paying slowly. So there are so many services and products that the SACCOs are giving. But the beauty is these SACCOs understand the people better because these are their members. These SACCOs are closer to the people. These SACCOs are affordable. Their loans are affordable. And above all, people can buy shares. These are their own. They own these institutions. Like I was for their AGM, where they are declaring dividends. So even even my father down there can actually get a benefit as a dividend, which is not there in other financial institutions. So it is a lot that SACCOs are really providing the country. And I really want to thank the government that, having looked at the benefits of SACCOs, the government has really put in a lot of effort in ensuring, in supporting the cooperative growth in this country.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Ivan Asimwe. Now, if you're just joining the conversation, today we are looking into sustainable and inclusive rural development through SACCOs. And I am speaking to none other than Ivan Asimwe, who is the General Secretary, Uganda Cooperative Alliance. But also, I'm speaking to two gentlemen from a SACCO in Kabale, and that is Mr. Mugisha Stanley, who is the board chairperson, Lyamujjungu SACCO Kabale. Also, I am speaking to Mr. Lyamukama, who is the General Manager, Lyamujjungu SACCO in Kabale. Now, Mr. Lyamukama, I'm coming to you. First of all, welcome to the show. Good morning. How are you? How was your journey?
Thank you, moderator. My name is Dick Lyamukama. I work for Lyamujjungu Cooperative Financial Services as the General Manager.
Yes.
I'm glad to be hosted in this broadcast house, and I thank CPA General Secretary Asim Ivan for leading us to this place. The topic for discussion is sustainable and inclusive rural development through SACCOs.
Yes. And
I must confess, SACCOs have done a wonderful job in the country. So far, we have over 45,000 duly registered SACCOs. That is 45,000 over, which includes the myogas, includes the PDMs, and the traditional SACCOs like Lyamujjungu itself here in Kabale. For the PDM, I think it has added more spices because when services are brought closer to the members, especially in parishes, then it's a good thing. Like CPA Ivan was mentioning, the uniqueness of SACCOs is that we work with the people at the grassroots. The people we know, the people we dine and eat with. So generally, we find it very, very important to bridge the financial inclusiveness, especially for my mother, my uncle down there in the rural areas who wouldn't have the opportunity to go to the traditional banks.
Okay, now, Mr. Lyamukama, that's where I come in. Please help us understand how SACCOs help rural populations access financial services as compared to, to other financial institutions like banks.
Thank you so much. Like you clearly hear the name SACCO, which is an acronym for Savings and Credit Cooperative Organizations. It means these SACCOs are down the grassroots where they are near to the people and give them services in areas they can easily reach. And good enough, even where the areas are a bit farther, SACCOs have also adopted technology. For instance, our members can use their phone sets to access the deposits and withdrawals. So such transactions are now possible.
You don't have to trek many kilometers to go to the nearest SACCO branch.
That's right, which was a preserve initially for the traditional banks.
When you are seated here, you can transact.
You can transact.
SACCO. You can deposit your money on the SACCO and even withdraw.
That's right. And SACCOs have bridged that gap, especially where the unbanked, the levels of unbanked members, I mean members of the public, and the underbanked are now happier because they get the services. And also, since the SACCOs emphasize the membership training as part of the 7 cooperative principles, membership education, sensitization and information. That means our members down there now have all the knowledge about what SACCOs can offer to them. In this case, SACCOs, members use it to keep their money under their beds, in homes, under pillow mattress, under mattresses, under pillows. But it's no longer the case, because we have tried to reach out to members of the public, with them to come to us at the SACCOs and benefit from the services we offer.
Okay.
When I mention savings, definitely it is followed by credit in most cases, but sometimes members of the public call us. They give us a phone call and ask, "Manager, I need a loan. I need a loan. How best can I access it?" But for us as SACCOs, we try to emphasize adopting the saving culture first. It is supposed to be saving and then credit later.
So don't just come to the SACCO because you want a loan. Come to us because you want to save first, and then later we can extend you
That's right.
a loan.
That's right.
Okay.
So apart from the saving and credit, there are quite a number of other benefits that members gain from SACCOs.
Okay.
And in this case, like Lyamujjungu itself, we give custodial service, custodial services for members' variables. I'm talking about keeping their land titles, if at all they have them, that is, keeping them their important documents, perhaps the education certificates. So we keep them for them, and at a concessional fee.
Oh, there is a fee attached.
Yeah. There is a fee at the end of there, which is 2,000 shillings.
Fair enough.
Yeah, fair enough, I think.
Yeah.
Good deal. For the savings, we try to give them interest on whatever they are keeping with us in the SACCO. And beautiful interest, because in this case I'm talking about 10% per annum for the ordinary savings. I'm talking about 12% per annum for the fixed savings.
Oh, so you also have fixed deposits?
Oh yes. And maybe something also unique, especially for the Lyamujjungu version, is that we have gone an extra inch. We give, we offer what we call young savers product. We reach out to schools and meet with the students or pupils in their respective schools. We try to teach them the benefits of adopting saving culture at an early age. We inculcate the saving culture among the children. The research we did was that if you give out like 1,000 shillings to a young kid, the immediate thing he thinks of is to go and make some purchase of either a soda or a bun from a nearby trading center.
And the girls will go and buy some clothes.
That's
and
right.
Some shoes.
That's right. So we'd want to change the story.
Okay.
And it has worked very well, because in most of the schools in our area of operation, those young savers clubs are in existence.
Okay, before you continue, please talk to us about the image that we are seeing on our screen right now.
Thank you, moderator. First and foremost, we can see our logo, signpost on the left. And then behind there, that is the new magnificent building of the SACCO, the Lyamujjungu SACCO headquarters in Kizinga, in a place called Lyamujjungu. Lyamujjungu does not necessarily mean that we work with Bazungu, not at all.
What does it mean?
It is the name of the village where the SACCO started from.
Okay.
And
that's beautiful.
We have tried to construct this building to appreciate that this is the head office located where the SACCO started from. So, and members are very excited. They are very happy. And I think it's a good thing.
Okay.
The last time I checked, members trust you with their savings when they can see, when they are attracted even by the outlook of the building.
Okay. Thank you so much,
just
Mr.
to make
Lyamujjungu.
just to rejoin the moderator, you can now see the story from 1984,
40
when
years ago
16 people are seated under a tree,
to this.
they hatch or they initiate something, a VSLA, which becomes a SACCO and registered in 1990, supported by Uganda Cooperative Alliance. Now they have reached to that storied building. So you can really see the story. That is rural transformation.
This
supporting
actually,
the young people, these children in the primary school.
this would convince anyone to join a SACCO,
That's
to
right.
save with a SACCO, and to come back for a loan.
Right.
And I remember when I was for the IGM, and these among these people who started, they are still there. So they gave testimonies, and they were very happy, looking at, you know, an old woman saying that even if I died today, my dream has been realized.
Wow.
This is what I wanted to see before I die.
Right.
This
Okay.
is something very good to a community.
It is very good to a community. So are you part of a SACCO? Where you work, are you part of the SACCO? Because we have these conversations, and some people are under the impression that to be part of a SACCO, you need to be probably from the blue-collar sector. But no, there are SACCOs in banks, there are SACCOs in the media, there are SACCOs in different sectors of the economy. So you see that these rural people are achieving so much, and their results, you can see the results. Lyamujjungu SACCO in Kabale, and also I am speaking to Mr. Byamukama, who is the general manager, Lyamujjungu SACCO, still in Kabale. He's been telling us about what they've done. I like the idea of saving groups or saving clubs in schools where our young children are being taught how to save from a very young age, because let's face it, we have universities churning out students every other year. Some get the jobs, but when they get the jobs, where do they spend the money? Maybe in a bus somewhere, maybe buying some shoes, maybe on different things that are not developmental. What if we started the conversation on saving for young people, but also for rural people, and also for those that are in the corporate organizations right now? This is why we are having this conversation. Please join the conversation on WhatsApp number 0709-602-592. Send in your queries. The gentleman here will answer. If you're in Kabale and you want to join Lyamujjungu SACCO, this is your time to actually ask whatever questions you may have for the gentleman. But also, if you have a question on cooperatives and SACCOs to Mr. Ivan Asimwe, please go right ahead. The number is displayed on your screen, and again it is 0709-602-592. Now, coming back to you, Mr. Abomujisha, as the board chairperson, please tell us, and you've been here, I believe, for quite some time, and I know that right now with what Mr. Byamukama has shared, there are people who are already asking, probably they're hearing about the SACCO for the first time, or they've been saying it, but they've been doubting Thomas's. But now we have seen some of the results from the savings. Okay, so what are the requirements for joining your SACCO, and how affordable is it for the average rural resident?
Okay, thank you, moderator. Maybe before that, there is one interesting service the general manager has not mentioned. The board, in its wisdom, thought about our members, especially the grown-ups. We are aware employees, for example, the employees of UBC, you save with NSSF. At the age of 55, you get your savings and enjoy your old age.
Actually, now we even get midterm benefits. At the age of 45, you get some money.
20%?
Yes.
And then government employees also get their gratuity at the age of 60.
Yes.
But then we have members who are not employed. For example, the traders, the farmers, the border borders, and others. They don't save with any organization. So Lyamujjungu started what we call old age savings product.
Wow. Okay.
We encourage our members to save. For example, if a member has an account, maybe account 88, we have account 88A and then account 88B. B is saving for old age.
Pension, and it's like your pension,
It's
it's
like
like
a
your
pension.
gratuity.
Someone who is less than 50 years can start saving with Lyamujjungu. Then at the age of 55, he or she can withdraw his savings, his or her savings. Then Lyamujjungu gives an interest rate of 14% per annum. That's to encourage our members to save with that product. It has attracted a very big number of members. Members are very happy. They are saving for their old age.
That's beautiful.
Then back to your question.
Actually, before we go back to my question,
Yes.
yes, with these savings, I see that you are handling huge sums of money because the communities, like the people from the community are many. Commercial banks are regulated by the Bank of Uganda. Who regulates SACCOs, and how do people ensure that all this money, because if I'm 30 and I'm starting to save for old age with Lyamujjungu, how sure am I that my money is safe?
Okay. Now, SACCOs have a number of regulators. Some are supposed to be regulated by Bank of Uganda, especially those with share capital of 1.5 billion and savings of 1 billion. Those are supposed to be regulated by Bank of Uganda.
Okay.
Then
So
there are others-
Wazalendo is regulated by Bank of Uganda because their
Yes.
share capital is huge.
Then there are others which are regulated by UMRA, Uganda Microfinance Regulatory Authority,
Okay.
and then those which are regulated by the Register of Cooperatives.
Okay.
So we have a number of regulators, but we are fighting very hard to get a single regulator.
Yes, like commercial banks. Everyone knows we are under one docket, one umbrella, and we answer to this one. Okay.
So with the trust we have instilled in our members, members are confident that their savings will be kept safely by Lyamujjungu. They will keep getting the interest on a yearly basis, but then withdrawing is done at the age of 55.
And you're strict on that.
Yes,
Okay.
unless otherwise.
Unless otherwise.
Yes.
Okay.
So back to the other question.
Yes.
Lyamujjungu, in order to attract many people, we have to some extent eased the way of entering. Just entering Lyamujjungu, you pay 10,000 as membership fee.
Okay.
Just that.
Is it
Then-
annual?
No, it's
That
paid
is
once.
once.
Yeah,
Okay.
you pay 10,000 as membership fee. Then you buy any number of shares you want. Each share is 10,000. Then you save an amount, beginning with 2,000. Yes.
Okay. Maybe the other question, Mr. Abumjisha, do I have to reside in any town, village in Kabale for me to be a part of Lyamujjungu SACCO?
Yeah, according to our bylaws, we have our area of operation.
Okay.
As I said, it includes the whole of Kigezi sub-region and then in Ntongamo district. If you are originating from that area of operation, or if you are working there, you might be maybe a Muganda from Uganda here, but
I'm
you work in
working
Kabale.
there.
Yeah, you are free to join Lyamujjungu.
So if I'm,
But
if I'm from that area, sorry to cut you short, if I'm from that area, I work at UBC in Kampala, I can join.
Yes.
Very much. So we have a number of members in Kampala here, and every year we meet them. We have regional meetings before the AGM. Kampala is one of the regions. We usually meet them here, give them a number of tips in financial literacy and what is expected of them.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I have a few views coming through from some of our viewers here. And the first one is from James Tumwine. He says cooperative SACCOs would be better avenues of developing the local society, but it's the policies, laws or bylaws, their policies or bylaws are not applied as required due to some tendencies of corruption by cooperative committees conspiring with some leaders from the regulating agencies. A positive solution to that is seriously needed. Now, Mr. Byamukama, I'll come to you for an answer. A reaction to that?
If it comes, if it involves the regulation.
Is there something here when
Yes.
he says there are corruption tendencies as a result of cooperative committees conspiring with leaders of regulating
maybe
bodies?
moderator, I can
Okay.
respond to that. Thank you so much, our viewers.
James Tumwine.
Yes, James Tumwine, thank you so much for your question. And this is why such a group is here. To really sensitize the general public. You are very right, in some SACCOs and cooperatives, such tendencies are there. To the extent that you find the committee members and even management mismanaging members' funds. It is there. But now we want Ugandans to learn from such examples. What is it that Lyamujjungu has done in order for it to reach this far? Is because of excellent governance and management. So our viewers, if we are to make our SACCOs better, we need better governance and management. We need to make sure that we comply with the legal, regulatory, and policy framework. This is the way to go.
Okay, thank you so much.
In addition to that, the cooperative is member-founded, member-owned, member-controlled, and benefits members. So it is not controlled by the committee, as James Tumwine said.
Okay.
It is controlled by members.
So
Members have
is it the
control over
members
the
that-
committee. Anytime they can erect another committee
Okay.
and remove the other one.
All right. Probably the members need more sensitization to know their
Yeah,
rights,
true.
to know that
Yes.
they actually, that
True.
there is power in the members than in the committee.
Yes.
Okay, so the next comment, you didn't leave your name. Please, when you write, leave us your name and where you're texting from. This one says, good morning, cooperators. General question, do you do cooperative alliances? Does the Cooperative Alliance organize trainings to educate managers and leaders of cooperatives? That is question one. Mr. Samuel, you'll answer that. And he has a second question. What is the minimum level of education for someone to be a manager of a cooperative?
Okay, thank you so much, still our viewers. I want to thank you for your participation. First of all, what does UCA do in terms of trainings? It is among our mandates. Mandate number one of Uganda Cooperative Alliance is capacity building. And under capacity building, there is training, support to policy formulation, implementation, and compliance. And yes, we do a lot of capacity building trainings for managers and leaders of these cooperatives. As I speak, even next week, we will be in actually sub-region to train. The other training part of it is what we do here at UBC.
That's
every
right.
week,
Yes.
which is very fantastic. I want to call upon all cooperators outside there. Every Wednesday, 8 to 9, don't go to the garden. Sit and watch and listen, because this is part of what we do.
Yes.
Now, concerning the qualifications for a manager of a SACCO, it depends on the policies of a SACCO. Because there is no yardstick that you must have this qualification.
Yes.
Each SACCO has its own human resource policy, so they follow their human resource policies.
Because what works for a SACCO
But
of
of
judges
course,
will
we
not work for a SACCO of
we
doctors.
emphasize qualified and skilled managers that are able to transform their SACCOs.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Simwe. Now, the next comment is from Mokoli Bosco. He says, thank you for the program. I'm here in Manafwa district, but I have never heard about this what you're explaining, that is, he says UCA, that is Uganda Cooperative Alliance. He has never heard of what you do. I want to farm, but I don't have any support from the cooperative. There are no extension workers to advise farmers in the modern farming. I think that is implemented in the Western region. Uganda Cooperative Alliance is not doing enough to let us know on the grassroots, like in Manafwa district.
Oh, thank you so much once again. You know, that's why I was saying that people need to, like every week, if you can have these programs and you really follow. But beyond that, we work with the commercial officers. We have trained the commercial officers across the country, and we expect them now to go downstream and support these people. Of course, Uganda Cooperative Alliance does not have the financial muscle to reach out to each and every person. That's why we go through such structures like Lyamujjungu. Lyamujjungu, which is spread within Kigezi, Ankole, Kampala, and other areas. So when we have such a training, then the training cascades downstream. So we are very sorry that the one who has sent in a message,
Mokoli from Manafwa.
Yes, Mokoli from Manafwa, we are very sorry that we haven't reached out to you, but endeavor to follow these programs, endeavor to attend some of these training programs organized by cooperatives, so that you can easily get to know what it takes for you to be a cooperator.
Okay, and I think for more information, you can always check out the Uganda Cooperative Alliance website.
Yes,
and
yes, true.
Now,
Yeah.
the next one is from Joshua Birungi from Bukinda, Ruchiga district. He says, good morning, Uganda. Cooperatives have done a great job towards the development of Uganda's economy, in particular, Lyamujjungu SACCO, like Mr. Stanley was educating us how to save with SACCOs at Nyabirerema Church of Uganda. So that one is coming in to give you your flowers.
Yeah, sure.
And the next one is from Atwonjeire Rogers in Barara, and he says, good morning, Uganda. Thank you, moderator. I'm asking the board of Lyamujjungu SACCO, what criteria do they consider to open a branch in an area? And he said, in Barara, we need a branch. Chairman, who wants to answer? Either of you can.
Yeah, I would first of all thank that gentleman from Barara. In the first place, we are not very much interested in setting as many branches as possible because of some other factors, especially the cost implication. For this question, what do we consider before we set a branch? If we have many members from that area, we first evaluate how many savers, how much in the total portfolio for savings, how about loan portfolio, and then for the interest generated, then we decide, basing on various calculations to confirm if it is viable to have a branch in a specific place.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
For example, we have a number of members in the Kampala here. They are saving with Lyamujjungu. They are getting loans. So far, we have more than 1 billion shillings in the Kampala here in form of loan portfolio. So anytime we are thinking about
a Kampala branch.
Yes.
I think that would be viable because
and maybe because of digitization, like they have explained, even if you are based in Mbarara, you can actually transact. You can use your mobile phone to either deposit or withdraw, and even they have moved the extent of even making an application digitally, so that you don't need to go the other side, you come back like that. So because of digitization,
that's where I was coming to
you don't need really to physically have branches everywhere, but you can transact digitally.
So if I need a loan from Lyamujjungu, I'm a member, and I'm in Kampala, I'm based in Jinja, in any part of the country, but I am a member of Lyamujjungu, I'm saving, I don't need to travel to Kabale to get the loan. I can apply online.
It's possible you can apply online.
Okay.
But recently we had some technical hiccups, which are being sorted by our service providers. But I think that's the way to go.
Okay.
So apparently they have to travel.
Right now? Right now. Okay.
But we are going there.
All right. And then Captain Chitaka Mayanja in Chiboga says, it's amazing. It's amazing. I have liked this conversation. I wish people from Central Region could learn from this SACCO. And he said, one day I'm going to visit Lyamujjungu. Then Amot Junior, this is Apostle Junior from Kamocha, says, good morning UBC TV. I'm Apostle Junior from Kamocha. Now my question is, I'm a saloonist or a saloon operator. How can I do savings with those people? I think he means the Lyamujjungu SACCO, and know that my money is safe because I earn and save daily. Yeah.
I think
probably it could be. So he's in Kampala. He's a Moti. I don't know if he really comes from some of the areas where you're situated, but I think this question is diverse. Many people have this question. I earn and save daily, so how can I be a part of it? How do I join? Do I join online? Do I have to come to Kabale? I think you touched it earlier, but you can still clarify.
Thank you so much. As long as the person asking is eligible, that is if he's from the area of operation, then he or she is free to be registered as a SACCO member. Okay. In case he's eligible, there are different options of how he can become part of the Lyamujjungu family. One, we have sales agents based here in Kampala. So he can reach out to them.
How does he do that? How does he identify them?
We have saturated the contacts of the agents, so they can access the contacts of that agent and then start from there.
Where does he find these contacts? Do you have a web? Are they
we
on
have
a
website? Yes.
Okay.
We have a website, and we have created various WhatsApp groups for members where we share information. So it's very possible.
Okay, thank you so much. And then Alan from Kabale says, the Lyamujjungu SACCO has surely transformed many lives with cheapest loan interest rates. We have got success stories to tell. And then to Mihimbise watching from Bale says, mine is to thank you for the work that you do. And Orobia Moses from Arua City says, I would like to know the necessary steps for the VSLA. How can it be easily formed into a SACCO? That question I think will be yours, Mr. Simwe. Okay. What is a VSLA?
Oh, thank you so much, our viewers. He's from?
He's from Arua City.
Oh, our friend from Arua City. Thank you so much. Like you have heard the story of Lyamujjungu, a VSLA is a village savings and loan association. Some people call them niggers, where people come together, they start saving, they start getting loans informally, but within their group. Then eventually you register it and it becomes formal. So the story is really very good. And most of these bigger SACCOs you see that were supported by Uganda Cooperative Alliance in 1990s, they all started as village savings and loan associations. Why? When the association is already there up and running, already people have a bond. And they build on that bond to move faster than starting afresh. So it is very possible that you can transform from that level of a village savings and loan association, which is informal, have it formalized, have it as a SACCO, and then you are able to reach the level of Lyamujjungu.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Simwe. Now, the last comment is from Kamagara Anita. She says, we appreciate the development that Lyamujjungu SACCO has rendered to people of Chigezi, Ntungamo, and Uganda at large, a journey to prosperity. I like the slogan. This is Kamagara Anita from...
Thank you, Anita.
Yes, thank you, Anita, and thank you everyone that has contributed to this conversation. Now, Chairman, please, let's have your parting remarks to the people of Uganda, the people of Kabale, regarding financial inclusion in rural areas.
Yeah, as part of the parting remarks, in order to have sustainable and inclusive rural development through SACCOs, the government should develop a mandatory savings policy. We don't have that policy in Uganda, so if it could be developed, whereby every adult must save a certain percentage of his or her income, it would be better, and we would fight poverty in that way. Then secondly, we have these PDM SACCOs. If they are to qualify to be called SACCOs, they should have a component of saving, because SACCOs are supposed to save, and borrow. But then for the PDM SACCOs, there isn't that component of a saving. They just wait for government money. So the government should try by all means and make these PDM SACCOs save either on a monthly basis or quarterly basis or annual basis, but not waiting for the government funds.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Chairperson Lyamujjungu SACCO, Mr. Abumujisha Stanley. Now, Mr. Byamukama.
Yes, please.
As the General Manager for the SACCO, please share with us your parting remarks.
Thank you so much. And I want to thank our viewers for participating by making comments. As SACCOs, I think it's the way to go to transform the economy. We are discussing about the plight of the marginalized groups. For instance, the youth who may not have the collateral, and the women who normally don't have the collateral. But in our case as SACCOs, we come in to bridge that gap. We give out loans to such groups even without collateral. Therefore, SACCOs are really doing a wonderful job compared to other traditional banks.
Okay.
I would want to end by saluting UBC TV for hosting us, and CPA Asim Ivan, General Secretary UCA, and UCA generally for all the accomplishments they have done with the SACCOs generally. So I would also want to salute the partners in development, and in this case I cannot fail to mention MasterCard Foundation through FSD Uganda, who have assisted SACCOs through interventions and especially giving interest-free loans to SACCOs so they can roll them down to members.
Thank you so much, Mr. Byamukama. Mr. Asimwe, in a few seconds, your
thank you
parting
so
remarks.
much. First of all, I'm delighted once again to be here. I want to thank UBC for hosting us. I want to thank all our viewers for your participation. I want to thank Lyamujjungu SACCO for coming here very early this morning to share this good news with Ugandans. Because sometimes when you talk about SACCOs, some people tend to think that are they there really? And when you talk about these bigger SACCOs, they think of Wazalendo, Exodus, such things. Those are institutional SACCOs. They have not been aware that we have very strong rural-based SACCOs. So Lyamujjungu is the best example. I really want to thank everyone. I want to call upon every Ugandan, women, youth, men, people with disabilities, and everybody. Let us all join SACCOs for socio-economic transformation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ivan Asimwe. We've been looking at sustainable and inclusive rural development through SACCOs. My name is Olive, and our conversation ends right here. Up next is Good Morning Uganda Extra with Robert Chirabo Nyonyintana. Stick around.
Live from UBC Studios in Kampala, this is Good Morning Uganda.
Pick of the day on UBC.
Every Wednesday, 10 p.m. on your public broadcaster.
Was brought to you by
I'll call you every day, yeah, yo, baby, dondolo.
You can now get all the Chibuzi out with MTN voice bundles. Call all networks. Kubei Dondolo. Buy a 25-minute voice bundle for only 1,000. Or buy any daily voice bundle of your choice. Dial *100 *21# and select daily, or use the My MTN app. When we talk together, we are unstoppable.
When you want to relax your body and refresh your mind, welcome to Hotel La Confidential, Aroa's premier destination for luxury and comfort. The only hotel in Aroa City offering a serene atmosphere, breathtaking scenery. Come and discover our exclusive wellness club with packages that include a fully equipped gym, a rejuvenating sauna, steam bath, and a great sky blue swimming pool. For events, our state-of-art conference halls and versatile event spaces are perfect for hosting shows, wedding receptions, birthdays, and more. Come and enjoy our cinema hall and unisex saloon, all designed to meet your